Good morning, Jason. How's it going today? Happy Friday.
Good, buddy. Happy Friday, pal. Happy Friday, January 9th. It is my Uncle
It is.
Brian's birthday. Hi, Uncle
Uncle
Brian.
Brian.
I know you'll never see
Hi, Uncle
this,
Brian.
but happy birthday. Actually, I should send this clip to him after you post it. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, he would
What's up,
appreciate
dude?
that.
Long time no
Nothing, just
see.
long time no see. It's been about 24 hours or so. How's it going this morning? Guess we covered that. Morning. Good morning, Adam.
Good.
Good.
Yay,
Awesome.
yay. Yay,
So Marissa's
yay.
birthday yesterday. Did that turn out okay for her?
I don't know. I barely talked to her. It was 11:40, about 11:40 when I got home last night. She was downstairs on the couch with all three of the dogs.
Cute.
Yeah, I gave her a big old hug and a smooch, a birthday smooch, and then she went upstairs. So I really didn't get a chance to talk to her, but I'm sure her birthday went well. I know that her and Julian were
Morning, Thomas.
watching
Morning,
the.
Jessica.
I
Morning,
know that
Corey.
her and Julian were watching the Fiesta Bowl last night. The Fiesta Bowl took place at Glendale, whatever, the State Farm Stadium or whatever it's called these days. And it's about 10 miles south of my house, if that. But last night on my way home from Mesa Airport, as I was coming in on the freeway, the caravan of both teams were escorting going the opposite direction. So there was tons of police and tons of these, those charter buses. So the Fiesta Bowl champion Miami Hurricanes were likely on one of those, one of those two caravans. Actually, there was like four, but and then behind them would have likely been the Ole Miss Running Rebels team. So that was kind of cool. So,
I think the band
how was your
members,
flight?
and the band, do you think they get the good bus, like the charter bus, or they get the school bus? Like, you just the
No,
band,
they all
get the yellow
they
bus.
all charter. I think they all
Right.
charter. They have to ride the short bus home.
No, that's the cheerleaders. No, my flight was good up until landing in Houston. We descended from the clouds, and then all of a sudden we got like the turbulence. I'm like, yeah, this is fun, free amusement. And then we went in for the landing, and then the turbulence got real bad and shaky. And just before our wheels touched down, he hit the gas, and we just flew back out. I'm like, damn it, I'm paying for. I did prepaid parking here. I don't want to have to pay anymore. But yeah, we took off, and I look over at the flight attendant. I'm like, hey, at least we get to see a little bit of Houston, huh? How often does this happen? She goes, it doesn't happen often. I'm like, oh crap. So I had my phone up to record. I'm like, you know what? It's shaky, but he's going to land this thing. He didn't land this thing. So the next time it came out, I recorded, and we touched down about 20 minutes later. Got a nice 10-cent tour of the Houston area, the ship channel. Eventful but uneventful.
Got it.
How
So
was your
Adam
flight?
Hogan, it was after the takeoff for ours. Our takeoff was really weird. It was raining. It was windy, and so it was like we were like this, and it felt funky for a second, but
Yeah.
but actually it was more like 90 seconds, but that went away pretty quickly. So flight was fine.
Yeah.
Got home about
Cool.
10:30. Well, I landed about 10:30, and like I said, I was home no later than like 11:40. So I had like a 21 hour day yesterday. It was quite a long day,
Woof.
but it was all well worth it.
Like, yeah, it was worth it. Yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. You got fun this week?
It was absolutely insane. It was a lot of fun. Always spending time with you in person is amazing. We got to join forces
Back at
with
you.
Michael Draper. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
We got to join forces with Michael Draper, and we met some new friends from Indiana and Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah, their company was New Point, so that was pretty cool. We learned how
was.
to do some descent and ascending, and we rocked some cool gear. And looks like Adam already mentioned that sweet hoodie. Mark got a new Petzl
thank you.
hoodie.
The Petzl is among us. Just want to
Yeah.
say good morning, Eric. Good morning, Zero. Good morning, Damien. Thanks for checking in this morning. Yeah, the Petzl. This shirt under. I had to shrink it a little bit. Pretty
Danny
nice.
Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
Dude, he
Quite
said I
proud.
thought Danny Trejo was on, bro. So hold on, let me explain
Oh, yeah.
a little bit about this. So Deeds,
bit
you see how I wake up in the morning. My hair is all over the place. I get a little wild. I'm on a 3-year grow out, and so in the morning sometimes it's just like I don't feel like effing with it. So this morning I just slicked it all back and pulled it back. I could not.
Danny
could not
Draper,
mess with
fool. I like it.
Man. So speaking of Danny Trejo, we watched a little
Morning,
History
Grace.
Channel. We watched a little History Channel and watched Danny Trejo show on History Channel this week. Zero, we have a great announcement that we'll announce here in a little bit. Let's see here. Who else is in? Damien, what up, homie? Hope you're doing well. Jessica, great to see you. And who else we got in here? I think I mentioned everybody. Corey, what up, dog? Love you, homie. Real quick to Zach V. He texted earlier and asked, how do you guys resolve the puppy's killing me?
Oh no, yeah, he's going after your Danny Trejo locks.
He's like, how do you guys resolve bad Google reviews for actually bogus Google reviews? So if any of you guys have any tips to help Zach out, hi Floyd.
Basically,
to help Zach
there's
out.
two ways of doing it. There's two ways. You report
it
it as not a customer, never done service for this person, and just record it and leave it alone. Don't touch it. Or two, you can reply to it as a smart business owner and just say, hey, we realize that you're actually a pressure washing company in a different market, different area, blah, blah, blah. We realize we've never serviced you before, and we'd kindly suggest and appreciate if you remove this. That way, if Google does review it, they can see that you're trying to resolve it and just get it that way. So you got two choices: ignore it and flag it, or you can have other people flag it as false but don't respond to it, or you can respond to it, tell them no, screw off, and then you can report it. But sometimes they'll tell you to just leave it alone, report it, flag it, because people can kind of see that, it's a profile from somebody else, or it sucks though. Good luck.
Yeah. So Zach, hopefully you got that. Sean Hart, good morning, pal. I hope we get our Friday phone call in today.
Friday.
So we have our zero announcement for the winner for the screen cleaner later on this morning. So that's going to be exciting.
We have one announcement, not zero announcements, right? One announcement.
Yeah, we have at least one announcement that we're going to be sharing with everybody shortly. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that fucking dog.
That dog is going to get that. He's going to get it.
Yeah.
Puppy missiles.
So puppy here is either Bob or Fitz, and we can't, I guess my family can't decide what they want to do. But yeah, this is either Bob or Fitz.
What is
Sean Hart? Sean Hart.
The other dog staring at you?
No, they're just chilling. They don't care. I gave him some bones. Sean Hart wants to win the screen cleaner. Sorry, buddy, you are not the winner. But you are a winner.
Wow.
Chuck D, what up, homie? So,
yeah,
let's talk a little bit about what happened this week. So, we flew in on Monday morning. We land Peoria, Illinois. Take a quick drive over to Pontiac. Check in. Then we drive over to Chenoa. Check out Draper's facilities and see how the layout is, and do some rope training. And that was amazing.
Heck yeah!
How did you feel going in?
I felt going in like confused.
Look at that skinny fucker.
Not sure of what to. Yeah, there's Danny Trejo right now, Mr. Machete. How to jump off a building. But so we basically, we took the online videos. We're familiar with this, that, and the other. But getting into the classroom was awesome because we were able to, look, listen, and feel to the stuff and get an idea before we even put the harnesses on. And I think it was just awesome. I was a little nervous, but after repetitive, usage, it started to snap, started to get it, and realize, how important safety is when you're 8 feet high in the air.
8 feet.
8 feet.
I know,
10
right?
Feet, 6
Oh,
feet,
Fred.
8 feet. Bunch. He found it. He's up there. He's jealous of that puppy.
But
no, the whole deal was awesome. Michael was an excellent teacher, an excellent instructor. He knows his stuff. And, by the end of the class, we were wheeling and dealing up and down and doing all right. So it was cool. It was good to, we got the confidence. We can hang.
We can hang. And you know
Safely.
what? We've thanked Michael a bunch, but in all honesty, you don't really understand how quality a person or their skill level is, or their ability to teach, until you're actually there. And we already knew that Michael was a nice guy, but now it's evident that not only is a nice guy, he's a great teacher. The setup that he has is pretty outstanding. And you can tell too that he really cares and he has a passion for teaching and explaining safety procedures properly. So it was a lot of fun. And, you and I were fortunate enough to get a little bit of time to visit with him and not just in the classroom setting. So, getting to pick someone else's brain is something that you and I that's kind of why we do this. I mean, we started doing this for other reasons, but now we've kind of morphed into other things, and picking people's brains is kind of right up our alley. So
It's like zombies, man. We should call it the Goo Indeed Zombie Hour. Brains. And here's a photo of Michael. He's actually switching safely from one rope to another, which is part of the advanced skill levels that he also teaches in other classes. But man's got skills.
He sure does. He sure does. And like I said too, like meeting and kind of mingling with the other
cleaners,
with the other group, with the other cleaners was a lot of fun too. We had the opportunity to interview Zach Bowden on Wednesday, and he's one of the managers in Ohio, and so he wasn't actually doing the physical training aspect, but his input was invaluable, and so I'm really glad that we got an opportunity to meet him, an opportunity to throw some shine on him and pick his brain for a second. That was awesome of him. There's another branch manager named Megan that we're hoping to get on the show soon. She was great. Not only was she a manager, but she was climbing the ropes and was like, fuck it, let's go. So that was really cool. A lot of times you see management not taking such a forward facing and slash, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure the word I'm looking for, but she was all on
team building,
and that was really cool. Yeah, team building for sure. So it was just and overall, it was a great experience. The city of Pontiac itself, the place where we were staying, was kind of cool. Very, very different than some cities that I'm used to. Yeah, so you and I noticed there was no children. We saw two kids the whole entire time we were there. That was odd.
That was an accident. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was all about.
Around gas stations. I don't know if they were at school or something, but it was nuts. It was funny anyway. There's just a bunch of cornfields. I'm like, this is like the opposite of Children of the Corn, where it's just adults and they can't even walk through the rows because all the corn is harvested and whatnot. I didn't know how corny Illinois really was. It really is like the breadbasket, the heart of America there. Miles and miles and miles of corn.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Indeed,
it was pretty wild. So,
it's a good time.
Deeds, I was wearing some J's, and Deeds was wearing some Chewbacca Adidas. We were having some fun.
Yeah. We were flying.
So, what else we got to get into? I know there's a bunch of stuff.
It's Friday. The IWCA is in about a month and a week. Well, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, about a month and a week.
Speaking of IWCA. We are going to announce one winner for the screen cleaner, but if you guys are interested, throw it in the chat and find out if you'd like to go to the IWCA. We are going to give some more tickets away. Please do not hesitate. Throw it in here, throw it in the chat. Let us know that you want to go, and we will do another drawing. So
chat that.
Somebody needed to get dunked on. No, I just this sounds really weird, but I had this shoe collection. I always wear them. I don't really give a shit if I'm working in shoes or not. I'm a residential cleaner, so it doesn't, I don't splash water around. I don't really care. So yeah, it's just kind of a thing that I do. I like to match my shoes with my shirts, and I have a saying: "There's never a bad day in J's." If I'm rocking me some Jordans, I'm usually feeling good. So it is what it is. Good morning, Sean Johnson.
Good morning.
Oh, good for you, Cody.
Draper. Michael's in the house. Good morning, Michael.
Yeah, nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm not dunking on anybody. My back is jacked. Speaking of, dude, I want to. So, one of the words that like we've been talking about all these different things that are going on. I think the hardest thing on me at this stage of my life, I'm 47 years old. Window cleaning is like my back is jacked, and I had a fall a long time ago.
Didn't help
And
everything set right.
no, I broke my pelvis, and I've had lower back issues and pelvis and whatnot issues for a long time, for over 25 years, actually 25 years now. And I don't think the actual, like the hanging on the ropes didn't really hurt or bother. I think it's more like the travel stuff when I'm sitting down in a chair for extended periods of time that really hurts. So right now, you know, I don't know.
It's not good. You need to move.
Yeah, I was up like 6 times on the airplane last night. But I like the only thing that's on my mind today is recovery or like recover. So I'm thinking like I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on the word recover or recovery. If you've had a long week, how do you recover from that long week? What does the word recovery mean to you? Whether it be work related, maybe it's personally related, but how do you recover from a long ass week? What do you do to get all the kinks out? How do you bounce back? So that's what I want to know. Please tell me how you recover from a long week. Tell me what the word recovery means to you. I'm dying to hear because this week I'm looking for different ways to recover and bounce back. So next week I'm ready to kick some ass. So tell me what you guys think.
Well, what I do is I eat protein. So if my back's hurting, if I'm hurting, I have a lot of protein, whether it's chicken, salmon, steak. It's important, especially as you get older, you got to put stuff back in your body. I drink a lot of water now. I drink a ton of coffee, so I've got to overcompensate for the water because it's a diuretic. It makes you lose water. But yeah, to recover, it's just rest, relaxation, and getting the right foods in. So I'll be drinking some juice, my smoothie action this morning later after the coffee. And yeah, just, taking it easy.
So Tyler's already popping in. He said, have you looked at peptides for your boo-boos? No, I have not. But I will Google it when I get offline. So Draper tells BioFreeze, ibuprofen, and etc. Draper, I saw you yesterday go to Chiro. So I think chiropractor is also got to be somewhere mixed in the equation. I haven't been to the Chiro in a minute. I might do some of that as well. Jake Van O says Epsom salt bath, 20 minutes in as hot water of your body can possibly handle. So another thing that I'm planning on doing is we have this account. It's called Yoga Cold Bath. It's awesome. You can go in there, you can recover. You can sit in the sauna. You can do cold plunge. I'm a big bag of bitch, though. That cold plunge, I can't handle. I did it once for about 2 minutes, and that was about as much as I could handle. So, yeah. He says, Draper says Dr. Pepper. Lots and lots of Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Hey, I've already consulted a physician. It's Dr. Pepper. He says it's good to go.
It's the doctor. The doctor.
Sometimes, if he's busy, you got to go into the urgent care and see Dr. Pibb sometimes.
No. No, Dr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb. He's
that's right. Well, actually, he just got his doctorate in Indonesia, so he's a doctor now. It's Dr. Pibb.
That's hilarious.
Indonesian or Malaysian doctoral degrees.
So Grace mentioned stretching, and that's something that I try to do, but it's one of these things where I'm on and off the stretching wagon. Yeah, I forget. TB 500 because 157 peptide is awesome for recovery. So I'm definitely going to be doing some research this morning. So cold plunge every day, says Zach. Zach, you weren't on earlier, but I did in the beginning of the episode, I brought up your question to us that you sent. So go back through. Deeds gave a little bit of advice on some things to do. You were the first.
Report it.
Yeah, there you go. PVC pipe and bands for mobility and flexibility. Proper orbital tees designed for those who understand. Yeah, Grace, yeah. So we are about 20 minutes in. I still need to find out who wants to go to the IWCA. Also, Mr. Draper is going to be doing a rope descent class that Wednesday. So if you're looking to get trained kind of like how Mark and I did, not kind of like exactly how Mark and I got trained, he will be doing a rope descent training on Wednesday. I want to say that's the 19th, 18th, 19th. I don't have the calendar in front of me. And then also on Saturday. So you have 2 options, 2 days to get signed up. And I think you go to the IWCA PWNA page and they can get you all locked in. Ooh-wee. Getting some right there.
Getting some. That's where it is. You gotta learn, guys. I work on roofs of solar panels and I look over and see an anchor. I'm like, oh, cool. But it's there for a reason. Some of us take a lot of risks, and we've got to understand the fall protection, stuff like that, especially if you want to grow and get into high rise or any kind of rooftop-ness. So go get it, guys.
Yeah. Sean, I don't have the plug here. I do not have the plug. So if you got a plug for me in Arizona, you holler at me.
Holla.
Jake, I know you sit in the sauna. I need to get some kind of action like that. I do have the option to do that. I actually have to clean the yoga cold bath. They were supposed to go on Wednesday, but it rained here in Arizona on Wednesday. So I'm either going to do their windows today or on Monday. And as a matter of fact, I don't think I can wait till Monday. So I may just go pop in there today and see if I can't get some sauna on. So that's where we are, as my papa used to say. So earlier, it is straight talk, but not the wireless kind. Earlier this week and from January 1 until January 8, we were doing a contest with Zero, and people had the opportunity to win the Zero screen cleaner. All they had to do was make a purchase, and they were entered to win. There were countless entries as you guys blew up Zero's site, which is pretty outstanding. Nothing like getting your Zero purchase on. They had some great deals earlier this week, and they have also right now still the system. I think the Zero Max Plus is 30% off. That's outstanding. Whoa. Now, I'll tell you guys personally, I own the Max Plus. It is a gangster ass machine. It gets shit done. You have the ability to run 2 poles off of it. More power, as Tim Allen used to say. Yeah, as Tim Allen used to say on Tool Time and whatever that show is called, I forget.
I don't think that's a good idea, Tim.
Yeah,
I got this. Do you know he was going to have his shirt ripped off that episode?
Oh, yeah. Nothing like showing a little skin. It usually helps boost the ratings, right?
Yeah, well, that's what Heidi was for.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep my shirt on, so.
I got Miss Kylie over here. We're good.
So we entered. They threw all the names in a hopper, spun it around, gave it a good swirl, and we do have a winner to announce.
I mean, you want to actually get the guy with the drums.
You got a drum roll, and the winner is
some bongos. Hold on.
It's Gregory Stowe from Octo Clean Franchise in California.
Awesome, Gregory.
Yeah. Gregory Stowe. You'll be getting an email. You're getting hooked up. A new screen cleaners, some gear skins, get you all set. And
right now Zero's got a 20% off sale, all products, and then 30% off all multi-stage systems and light brushes. So not the heavy brushes, the light ones. 30% off this week, 30% off units. So if you need a 3-stage or 4-stage filter,
hey Bob,
you need a lot of stuff. WC or Zero can hook it up. So zeroproducts.com, hit it and get it. I like the Zero Gizmo, just a simple gutter tool, and I go through about one of those every few months. So stock up on those with the 20% off, guys.
Hail to the
yeah. Congratulations, Gregory. You're going to be able to display your business because they're going to put a gear skin on that. So it doesn't just say Zero screen cleaner. You'll be able to put a sticker saying Gregory's window cleaning. And that's awesome. So congrats.
Yeah, man.
Greg Hensel cleaned Tim Allen's windows in California back in the day. That's awesome.
Oh, Steve-O's in the house.
Nice guy. Oh, good morning, Steve-O.
Glad to see that it went to somebody Tim Allen, we know.
Yes, that's awesome that it's a nice guy, Gregory. But Tim Allen went to jail back in the 80s for possession, but he wrote a book called Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man, and it's a pretty darn good book. I read that when I was like 14. I love Tim Allen.
Yeah, Tim is pretty funny. Greg Draper says, congrats, Greg. He has a screen brush for sale real cheap.
$4.99.
So we made a video, a couple videos while we were at Draper's facility, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of times too. Good morning, Steve-O. It's good to see you, buddy. A lot of times also when you see some of the guys that you admire from afar, you don't know what type of personality they have or how they operate. And getting the chance to hang out at Draper, you get to realize too, the guy's a lot of fun. We were shooting the videos. We were trying to, be a little corny, do some fun stuff. And Michael doesn't take himself too serious. We had a hoot. So we have a couple more clips that we'll throw out later throughout the next couple of days and just show you guys what it was like hanging out with him and also kind of like what we do behind the scenes when class is not in session. So
yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm glad
it's Friday.
It is Friday. It is Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Anybody have any plans for tonight? Anybody have any plans for the weekend?
Or today? Does anyone got some jobs? I've got a bunch of Christmas light customers that are still up. So they're like, leave us till after you get back. I'm like, that's cool. But now I've got to stress and try really hard to get them down. And then we got rain in the forecast. So it'll be interesting, but staying busy with that. Then I've got other stuff going on, window cleaning and pressure washing, gutter cleaning this weekend. So hoping everything lines up and keeps me rolling, but hope you guys are staying busy in this wonderful January of 26.
Yeah, so Phoenix had some rain earlier this week. Obviously we were hanging out all week, so what was going on in my neck of the woods. We had work that was rescheduled and this and that. So Billy's out on beating feet on the street. He's probably already at our first gig. We got 2 decent sized jobs today, one in and out, way out in Whitman, which is like halfway to Wickenburg. And then another one down here by me. Julian's got a chiropractic appointment. Maybe I can get them to let me squeeze in today too. So I got a full schedule. I got some running around to do. I have some writing I got to get a hold of or tackle. Just a lot of stuff. Just a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Stuff is good, but catching up is half the fun because, I've been gone for a week. And speaking of that, we've got 2 winners from last week. Should be dead. We got Jake Van Orden won this one. So I'm going to reach out this morning, get the address. I tried to get that out, but I knew I would never find a manila envelope that size on the Saturday or such. And then we've got Zach from Gustrin or something. Zach won the Blueprint Marketing book by Chris Lambrinides. So we'll have those sent out here in the next day or 3. So giving some books away. That's fun. Again, if you want a ticket to the IWCA convention in February, let's comment below. Cody Smith asked, does Deeds use the Meta glasses? The answer is no, I don't. I just love Drew Carey so much that I wanted to resemble and modernize myself, pull him into the future. But yeah, Cleveland rocks, everybody. I should get the Meta glasses. I know Jason has the Ray-Bans, so he can, get close to me.
I've had the Metas. I've had the Metas since 2024, and I used to do a bunch of content with them. I kind of dialed it back a little bit, and there's part of it was because I lost my original account from Facebook, and then just trying to get it dialed back in. I'm still in hopes. Yeah, I'm still in hopes that I am going to get that Facebook page recovered. So I didn't really want to have to reset I didn't want to have to reset all of the data that I had stored.
Sure.
I was afraid that it was going to delete all my other photos that I had in there. When I was in Spain, I took a ton of video. It's a lot of that stuff is that I did download. So I had a bunch of that stuff saved. So, but I'm always just terrified that I'm going to lose some memories that I don't want to lose. So.
Do you suggest your average window cleaner get some of them metas for content to post on their pages? Do you think? I mean, I see it in some guys, and it looks great, like with Zane and all that.
Yeah,
I just can't justify spending $500 for prescription lenses when all I'm going to do is like walk up to somebody who hates those things and want to like punch you in the face.
No, So one of the things that I used them for was, like I said, we were going to Spain for a soccer tournament for Julian, and I wanted
Mm.
our family to be able to see exactly what I was seeing. But while I was there, I realized too, like, hey, this is pretty lit. Like, I can get some footage, I can document exactly what it is that I'm doing on the glass, and I can show it. And people were really receptive to it in the beginning. Then I got a little pushback on, hey, that's you're a one trick pony and all that shit. So I
Well,
kind of
you
like
kind of started.
dialed it back.
I remember I saw you using them like one of the first ish, and then weeks later, a lot more people started flooding and getting them because it was a hot new thing, you know.
Well,
So
it is a hot new thing, and to be honest, it kicks ass. I mean, like you asked me, would you recommend it? Sure, if you have a budget for it, do it. I think it's
Mhm.
really cool for content. You can mix it in. It gives you a different. So you can set up a regular. One of the things that I like to do, and I see a lot of guys doing now too, is you can set up a camera, document that way, but also document on the glass, and it gives you two different, versions of the same shot.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like Nick Williams kind of does. Like, he'll set up his camera, but then also have either a camera on top or a camera on the hat. So
Mhm.
if you're filming content from on the same
Angle.
piece of glass at the same time from different angles, you can mix and match that stuff, and it looks really cool. So yes, the answer is yes. I think they are dope, and it is a
Yeah.
good purchase. It is a good
Yeah.
purchase if you're looking
I
for
put
them.
one of them GoPros on my helmet, and I've got a GoPro camera, but I never use it because it's got like the tiny SD chip, and I don't use it enough to even know if my Wi-Fi can actually move the files. So I've got a chip I can take out and get some footage of, ascending up a rope and stuff. So that was fun. Definitely not as cool as the Meta glasses. Maybe I'll ask Santa for some this year. Just have to wait a couple months.
Yep. They keep coming out with new stuff, and
Mhm.
and I'm sure there'll be an updated, and I think there's already a Gen 2. So yeah, they update that stuff all the time. Adam, that was the other thing. So he says, I think I waste the most time creating content. Um, I feel like I kind of went in ebbs and flows with that too. It's like I realized, well, I spent 3 hours trying to get some good footage on a house when I could have had the job done in 2 hours or 2 hours and 10 minutes. And then you
Yeah.
get home and then you're messing around for another 2 hours trying to put a clip together that's 30 seconds. But at the same time, it's kind of the place where we're at these days. Everybody likes to get noticed. Everybody wants to get some shine. Content is
Takes
fun,
time.
and
Yeah.
it does take time. It is work. And I think the fun thing is too is when we're sharing content with one another, it really kind of creates this bond. This like, hey, check this out. Or it also gives people to just talk
Yeah.
shit about. So it is what it
Mhm.
is.
It is.
Oh.
That's all it is. Good stuff. So yeah, looking
Cody
forward
says,
to okay.
I was going to say, Cody says the Best Buy near him has the Gen 1 so cheap right now. And so when I just added, I just went and
Morning,
had
Luke.
I just had my prescription updated last 3 weeks ago. So I got new lenses in my Metas, and the people at Target told me basically the Gen 1 and Gen 2 are very similar, not too much. So Luke says, I stick with one camera, first person, right to the point. Agreed. Don't want to waste a ton of time. And if anybody knows anything about creating content, it's that guy.
Yeah,
Luke
Luke
is
knows.
smashed. Yeah, Luke is smashed in the game, has been for many years. So that dude knows all about the time it takes to create content. I have a question for Luke. Luke, if you're still in, I believe you and your wife work together. Do you guys, when you're working together, does either of you film, or do you just set up a tripod and film that way? Or are you also rocking like a GoPro or the glasses? Um, does anybody find that it's easier or more fun when someone else is filming because you can get those close-ups and different angles? How do you guys like to do it? Like when we were at training this past week, I tried to get some video. Deed's doing rope descent, and I would shoot and film like up close and then back out and then around the side. Like I kind of like that aspect of it. So videography is something that I'm getting a little more into. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are on it. I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear. Metas make my hips look big. Draper, you crack me up. Debbie Downer. Luke does have fire content. It's all in the hips. Luke does have fire content. Gabe Gutierrez, what up, dog? Good to see you. Happy Friday. That's Friday. One reason I quit. What's one reason you quit? I'd love to hear that. Don't you know Luke the window cleaner funded his house with YouTube view money?
Oh yeah, he didn't have to work no more. He's got that YouTubes. But nice. Yeah, YouTube, TikTok, all them. If you can monetize, you can make some bucks. You can make some money. We've got friends who make quite a bit of money with their TikTok accounts and YouTube. So put it out there, guys. The worst that can happen is that it can blow up and you get 100,000 views overnight type deal. It's not a bad thing.
So Craig also wants to know, Luke, are you going to the IWCA? Great question, Luke. I'm sure a ton of people would love to see you there. It'd be great. Oh, he said it's only me. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the filming aspect of it. And I'm starting to realize that it's kind of one of the fun things that I do like about it. I really like when Billy and I get a chance to get out in the field at the same time. I love being able to get some fun angles with him. And I really like to try to put a shine on him because that dude deserves it. He's always kicking ass for us. So
what's your favorite angle? Is it obtuse, acute, right?
Is that a right?
Yeah, get the right angle. It's whichever your left's on my right. It's always right.
Jake says, I heard he will never have to work again. He makes $647 a minute. There you go. Luke's smashing the game.
There's people out there. My kid watches YouTube. I'm sure he funds all those weird YouTubers. But yeah, monetize. Important. And let's see. Anybody have any jobs today? Anything lined up? I know it's cold and gloomy and blowy in the north part of America there.
Hey, real quick too, like we were talking about the if you guys want to attend the rope training class, IWCA.org or my.pwna.org is where you can sign up for the class on Wednesday or Saturday. That's how
it's 2 days, right? Saturday as well.
No, it's a 1-day training, but there's two dates that you can.
Classes, yeah, you can go before or after convention. Smart.
Correct. So we announced the winner for the zero screen cleaner. We talked about the training that we just did. We discussed what we did during the week. What are you doing this weekend, Deej? You doing some teardowns?
I'm doing some teardowns slowly and carefully because I'm still in recovery mode from this week. I have
recovery.
Crotch pain or whatever from sitting in a sling for that long because my little tiny body ain't used to it. But other than that, I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to this weekend. The takedowns. Just had an email lady wants gutter cleaning, so I got to look her up and send her an estimate this morning. So just hoping to roll into 2026, twice as busy as I was last year, because my goal this year is to pay off all credit cards, get all that squared away, and financial freedom. So that's the name of the game for 26, just staying busy with work. So I love doing the podcast and stuff, but I'm going to be putting 2 feet into the kiddie pool for Deeds, Mr. Deeds, and I'm just trying to stay busy that way. So I got a meeting with John Trotta with WCR Marketing this morning. We're going to talk about
Trotta.
Get to the
Trotta.
Get to the Trotta now. Put that cookie down. But we're gonna do that this morning. We're gonna talk about the WCRM, their customer service management, whatever for estimates, and then to see what they can do about email blasts, text blasts, and maybe get some EDDM in there because I've got a bunch of neighborhoods that that need the work, that I've got a lot of good cheerleading customers and that, so I need to blanket canvas those guys and stay busy.
Sorry, buddy.
Julian's not going to school today.
Yeah, I just looked at the clock and I realized, oh shit, it's 7:10. Usually he's at school right now. And Maurice is down here, and I was like, wait a second. I forgot he has the chiro, but so I'm going to be taking him to the chiropractor at 9.
Chiro, is that in denial or?
No, it's in Phoenix.
Very cool.
Not Cairo.
No, not near Egypt. It's a city in Egypt.
I use
But
one camera for filming. I do it. One camera set up for photos, and that's it. Hey, I got a question for you too, Luke. Are you running constant? Are you like, do you run 10 minutes and film a bunch, or do you stop, record, stop, record, stop, record, or you just take that hit run and
edit, split.
yeah, that's what I want to know. Get on board, Deeds.
Yeah, I'm on board. I just need to be boarded more. I just need to figure it out. I have some notes to share with them, about this and that. So excited to get that done because I'm jumping from the CRM I use, Mark 8, over to the WCRM for the rest of the year, and just want to make sure it's all that it can be. So getting that done this morning, and hoping for the best. This year is going to be great. I've got the health back as long as I can maintain, etc. I'm feeling good, hydrating. This year, I guess, about recovery. It's about, changing my body to be what it's got to be for the next 20, 40, 60 years. If I can live to 100, be the bionic man or something, you don't know what kind of stuff they're coming out with. But
yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's fun to live forever. So take good care of your body, eat that protein and your peptides. Is that what you're doing?
The peptide 157. Somebody said peptide 157. Tyler said he's got a full day of route stuff and then some photo jobs tonight and over the weekend. That sounds like fun. Let's see here. That's where we are. He has a list of what I want to film, and I try to only film those shots. So you're dedicated and dialed in. Yeah, so he has an idea of what he wants to do before he even gets to it. It sounds like he has an idea of what he wants to film and do prior to even getting on site. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, don't show up to the job site like Hillary Clinton at the DNC, like, oh, look at these balloons. Like, what do I have an idea and focus on it? Focus on your damn windows. Pick the spot, pick the window. Are you scraping? Are you scrubbing? Are you making bubbles today? Is it pull time? I don't know. It's not pull time. It could be.
No,
but don't come in.
Not
what's going on today? No. Pull time. Well, it's Fridays. Fridays from 10 to midnight. Just kidding. But yeah, guys, hope everything's going well for you guys in this year 2026. It's a new year for Going Deeds. We've got a lot of fun stuff planned throughout the year for you guys, and we're hoping to get out to all the conventions and get everything rolling. And we want to see you guys there. So again, if you're looking for a ticket to the IWCA Elevate Convention, PWNA, in February, give us a shout because we want to get that stuff.
There's always lots of fun stuff to do, like relax and design a brand new tattoo. We haven't had anybody say that they want to enter today, so if nobody wants to enter today, we're going to roll that over to Monday. Yeah, we're not going to just start. I'm not going to give away stuff or do anything if nobody wants to enter today. I get it. You can't make it. That's cool. We will roll it over till Monday. Yeah, I know, right, Damien? We love Deeds. Trying to get
the going on up here
on a pole, but I keep leaving drips. Anybody have any pointers for Cody on what he should do with the flick pad? Maybe smaller. I guess what size are you rocking on the flick pad? Are you doing straight pulls? What are you doing? That'll help with the answer, I'm sure. So hopefully somebody has an answer for you, Cody. And I hope also that Deeds and I were helping you out on something skylight stuff. I hope that goes really smooth for you today. That should
be careful and don't fall through any skylights. That's a bad thing.
He's going to be doing it. He's going to be doing it from the ground, so it's not a big deal. Awesome. Damien says he has better luck with the Sorbo. I think that's the Cobra flipper, or I'm not sure which one it is, but the Sorbo flipper is the one that he prefers.
Remember, Sorbo did a questionnaire. He did like a poll. What should we call the new deal? And I think Craig Hensel had the recommendation. Flipper. It happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never used it, so I'm excited to see it.
You haven't?
No, I haven't used the Sorbo flipper. No, I have not. We got Jay Camaro flipping in. Good morning, Jay. Saw that he's going to start launching some videos about business and stuff. Yeah. So I'm excited to check that out to, peer into the mind of a guy who doesn't change his rubbers ever. So very excited to see, because he does a lot of business and stays busy. So it should be nice.
Actually, Jay was a topic of conversation last night. I was, Draper was taking me back to the airport, stopped, grab a little dinner. I know I saw.
A laundromat?
We did not. We stopped we stopped for burgers, and we were just discussing some of the people that we enjoy watching and listening to. A lot of guys are creating more content this year. I feel like that was a lot of people's goals, was to make sure that they get their morning mark. I love you, buddy. Sup, ladies. But
Hey,
some of
girl.
the people that are coming out with content, I know Damien said one of his goals this year was to create more content. We love Damien. I'd love to see what he's doing. And I'm intrigued to see what Jay comes up with, and it's going to be interesting. And I know one of the things too, I was reading some of the comments. I don't know Jay personally, just what I see. He and I don't have like a text relationship, or we don't have any kind of, we don't have any interaction other than, kind of liking each other's comments or anything like that. But I was flipping through and scrolling down through his comments on the video that he put out yesterday, and it sounds like he's got about 5 or 6 more coming out. I'm excited for him to see what he's up to, and it sounds like he gets a raw deal from a lot of people, and a little bit misunderstood. So I'm intrigued to see what he comes out with.
Heck yeah!
I feel like everybody deserves a great shake and a good fair shake, and I'm interested in it. Like I said, interested and intrigued.
Or a good second rinse and a tumble dry low with no fabric softeners.
I haven't watched enough of his stuff to have any type of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little slow still.
Well, yeah, that's apparent.
Yeah.
Well, he's never been much to post a lot of content, and he does a lot here and there and sporadically. And like I said, he's got a crew, he's got bags of towels, and he's got a paycheck at the end of the day. And a lot of us will watch this video and go, "Damn, I didn't have a job today." And here he is buffing out windows with 6 other guys and 17 dozen towels on a giant.
I will say this: I have seen some of his content, and some of the stuff that he has done is huge. I've seen him busting out like 6x6 fucking big old.
I've seen him carry up pane glass.
Yeah, I mean, so I have nothing but respect for the guy too. Anybody who's getting shit done like that is okay in my book. I don't, everybody likes to hate and clown. That's not what we do here. So at least not, we clown, but in a good way. You know what I mean?
We sure do.
So I'm not. I'm
a clown gong. That's all I got, guys.
Yeah, we're not here to bang on people about their business. We like to have some fun. We'd like to promote love, inspire, and share stories. That's what we're here for. So that is what we're here for. Oh Lord, I need to go stretch. Yes, indeed.
Take a cold plunge today.
Indeeds, we trust.
And
we trust. You know where I'm going with that.
You're outrageous.
Outrageous. I want to see Amanda Ebbs. I'm happy to have her in. I know she's doing a couple different things these days. I did see she's been kicking ass, not only in the glass, but she's all around badass, multitasker, multi-talented. So I'd be down to have Ebbs in anytime she's available. So if anybody's friends with her, let her know that Goose says what up. Big fan of hers, and we're here to root her on as well. Another one too. If anybody's pals with Daniela Abundes, tell her I said what up. I'm trying to track her down too.
She did a post last night. She's trying to break out into her own thing, and
oh shit,
reaching out for selfies. Yeah, she's going to be doing her own gig.
Yeah.
Want some advice? So scroll down on the pro page. I caught it as I was drifting off to Sleepy's last night, but I think it's on there. And yeah, she could use some advice: how to start a business, build a business, get clients, get customers. I'm sure, more power to her. That's awesome. It's very scary jumping in with both feet.
Yeah, I just tagged her. She was also a topic of conversation. A bunch of y'all were topics of conversation this past week. Nothing rises to the top. Yeah. You guys are all a bunch of topic of conversation this week. It was a wonderful week, man. Nothing like traveling, getting to see new places. I had not been to Illinois since I was, about 12 years old. We didn't do any Chicago or anything like that. One of the spots we did hit, Deeds. What about Bloomington? What do you think, man? Pretty dope?
Bloomington was nice. I got a cool little dive bar. I asked a lady for an old fashioned. She's like, freaking yuppie,
Bro,
get out of here.
if I could tell you guys what this lady's, if I could, Deeds is even playing it even a little cooler than that. You should have seen this lady.
I was just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, like we sit down at this dive bar, and Deeds is like, "Yeah, can I get an old fashioned?" And she looks at him and says, "Baby, like, bitch, I ain't making that." And she just like rolls her eyes, and she's like, basically, the face was like, "You're in the wrong spot." Then Deeds is like, "Well, so she turns around and basically looks at all the draft beers on the thing, and I'll have a winter ale." And she's like, "How much is that?" $3.75. Now you're talking my language. Big old beer for only like under $4. That was quite the steal. So
yeah, we were going to a place next door called Anjou above. And it was a nice place recommended by Michael. It's got it's just a wonderful restaurant. It was really cool. We got to try one of my favorite things were the steamed pork buns. And I sent a picture to Kylie, like, "Hey, honey, thinking of you right now. Love you, babe." And we really enjoyed those. But Goo is looking down at his phone, so he can't see the beautiful, delicious, supple pork buns that we had that night.
You ding dong. That's the picture you decided to share?
Hey, that was part of our meal. It was a beautiful experience. We also got a meal with Michael, and that was nice. We got to get the mighty meats with some salad, or actually we got some cheese with some lettuce on it. That was awesome and amazing. We had a great
see that kid right there? That was one of the
one of the two children.
That we saw the whole time.
Wow, it's like you're feeding him a piece of pizza. But no, the kid's like, "Why are they taking a picture of me? Don't they know I'm like not supposed to be here right now?" But yeah, it was weird. The only two kids we saw, and that kid, he had a mustache, so he was probably 16. But yeah, it was a good time. We had a great time. We went out to dinner with Michael a couple times. We did dinner ourselves and chatted it up, and just had a wonderful experience all week. It was great getting the training, the confidence, and really motivation to take our businesses to higher and better places. So
absolutely,
hats off to Michael and Expert Safety Services. Again, they're going to be at the IWCA Tuesday and Saturday Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday.
They'll be there Tuesday, but classes on Wednesday and classes on Saturday.
Cool. Yeah. So
and you go. Let's see. I'm going to double check and just make sure. Maybe I should just put it in the chat box. IWCA.org or my.pwna.org to get yourself signed up for ESS's rope descent training class. And I'll tell you right now, don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Nope.
Just go do it.
No,
if you have anything to try and learn how to drop, do it.
Yeah. That's what you'll learn. You'll learn how to drop, how to trust yourself too, because you're important and part of the making it look good, work efficient with double taps, triple checking, rigging, all that fun stuff, and all around good. So it was a wonderful time. And
agreed.
Yep.
Let's see here. I want to just reiterate real quick that the winner of the Zero Screen Cleaner was Gregory Stowe from Octo Clean in California. Octo Clean, Gregory Stowe. I don't know if he's a fan of our page or not. I'm going to see if I can tag him in this. Cerveza, says Eric. Gregory Stowe. He is not a fan of the page, so he will not see this, but hey, who knows? Maybe he'll be a fan. He will not see this, but maybe he'll be a fan of the page after he realized, hey, man, Goo and Deeds hooked it up. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this week, dude. What do we got going on next week? Do you remember? My brain's fried.
That's on a calendar in the house. But we got people. We got people coming on. Real people.
We got people.
We got people coming on. Window cleaners. We're excited. We'll post something, and I'm sure Craig and Grace, or Dharma and Greg, will put out they got a flyer, like a TV guide of what's on the podcast. So we'll be sure to get that out.
The window cleaner entertainment guide.
Entertainment guide. That's right.
And that's what that is. I'll look real fast. Hold on. Let me just
look real fast because I'm not sure. Let's let
me
check that. But yeah, we've got a good week. I think we're looking for a guest for January 30th, and I think I've come up with one during this episode. And so we'll talk briefly off air and see how that works. And yeah, just everybody, I hope you're having a great Friday. I mean, it's almost the flipping weekend. It's time to put your hair down or get to work. Some of you guys don't work weekends. I'm a solo guy with Christmas lights to take down. who
Oh,
just took off for 4 days. Oh, go ahead.
Austin Luvano
Yep.
is going to be our guest on the 14th. And then on the 16th, it's going to be
Hold on.
Grace.
Oh, Grace. I love that. That's awesome.
Who else? So Grace and her husband Hunter are going to be on next Friday, the 16th, to discuss what it's like from the spouse or partner who is not a window cleaner, what it's like to go to one of these events, and they're going to give us some inside scoop on what the spouses can do while they're there. I had a time meeting and chatting with Hunter in Nashville. I've been wanting to get him on since the day I met him. He was super dope, very nice guy. We clicked over love of he big hockey guy growing up, big soccer guy growing up. So we were talking about what it means like for families to pour that love and support in to their loved ones. And so yeah, we just wanted to kind of give people the some info on what it's like to travel to one of these conventions with your loved one, spouse, whatever. Somebody who's not in the game. Maybe he can give some pointers and tell us what it's really like. So I'm really looking forward to having him on. It's going to be a good time. And Grace, as always, is just one of the best in the business. So that's going to be a great show for us on Friday. So I think that's pretty much it, dude. Is that
That's
a wrap
it.
week?
That's a wrap for the week of the 9th. Love it. Like it.
Did
Had a great week.
Did you give a shout out yet? Anything? Anybody?
Nope, not just in my mind. I want to give a shout out to Michael Draper and Expert Safety Services. Thank you for having us and hosting us and being so awesome this week. It was I want to say a once in a lifetime experience, but it was up there with amazing. You know, it was great, and I confidently feel I can hang off the side of anything now with the knowledge and the stuff you instilled. So thank you very much. Thank you, Jason. It was awesome hanging out with you for those couple days. Good to get our buddy system on, get our camaraderie. That was great. Can't wait to see you in February at the IWCA at the Elevate conference. And thank you guys for checking in, commenting. We love it. Helps us keep us busy and on our toes. Craig says, yeah, if you want the real dirt, get my wife on the scene. And that's funny because Marissa and Kylie have to be on here soon. I wonder if we should get like a Valentine's Day episode or something. Get our
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I don't know what day Valentine's Day falls on, but we can find that out. Hey Siri, what day does Valentine's Day fall on this year?
Get our people to look.
It's on a Saturday, so maybe we'd have to do that on a Friday.
Maybe a Friday.
Friday
Yeah,
the 13th player. Oh shit!
That makes sense. That's good.
Yep. So real quick, I would love to give a shout out to both of our wives for allowing us to do what it is that we do. It takes sacrifice. It takes compassion. It takes understanding. I can tell you right now, being a spouse or a partner to you or to me probably is not easy all the time. Putting up with our nonsense, putting up with our tics, putting up with our craziness is probably a pain in the ass sometimes. But in order for us to grow, they understand that these are things that we need to do. And you mentioned, these things are often once in a lifetime opportunities that we are getting chances to do. And they're really helping us grow as business owners and as, business owners, as people in our industry, but as men, as people. The only way we can grow is as providers. The only way we can continue to grow is to keep learning. And anytime we get an opportunity to do that, I feel like you and I are all in on it. So thank you to the community. WCR Zero, you guys plugging it in. Thank you, Zero and Kaylee, for helping me, you and I, get this all dialed in for that giveaway this week. It was very smooth. It was fun to see the interaction that we had this week. Congratulations again to Gregory Stowe. Gregory Stowe, if you didn't know, now you know. Go in Deeds. Check us out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. What our goal is to help you keep your passion bucket full. I guess that's
remind you to change those rubbers, guys. Change your rubbers.
Change those rubbers.
And do good.
Do good.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Enjoy your week. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And Jay, please do, like I said, Jay Camarero, you were a topic of discussion this week. Go back and check it out. I'm interested and intrigued to see your footage and what it is that you're putting out. Let's go out and be good to each other, man. Don't be a dickhead this weekend. Be nice.
Yeah,
be
smash
kind.
that glass, everybody.